What's up, YouTube? Dedra here, bringing you a video today about the ban list. The ban list has arrived. It is that time of year again. This is going to be the ban list that is for nationals, so that's going to be exciting. Uh, it's April 15th, going live here in 2 days, so that's exciting. First off, we're going to get into the bans. This is obviously the Link Rebuild ban. This is obviously for Fire King and whatnot. Fire King just utilize this, and Snake Eye just utilize this card to be able to dodge things and create a crazy amount of an advantage with, like, your Poplar and stuff going to the graveyard and going back in your back row. So just getting rid of this is pretty good, being stopping the dodge, but it's not really gonna, like, put an end to Fire King or anything like that. The next thing we have Baron. Baron is being banned here alongside Warlord Savage Dragon. We're gonna lump these in together. Now, Pure Snake Eyes was threatening ending on both of these cards, so this could be just in, direct to Pure Snake Eye, but then also just a million other decks run this card. It just being a so powerful generic Omni Negate, so many decks are seeing this. Now, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing that they ban this. I think that it's really iffy. A lot of decks get a lot worse now. Like, a lot of decks get a lot worse without Baron. So, like Vanadium and stuff like that, they're gonna have to figure out a different type of end board as a situation. Like, they can still do things, but it's gonna be a lot harder without that Omni Negate. So yeah, that's tough. And Savage Dragon, like, any Dragon decks and stuff like that. And it's just gonna be tough for them. So it is what it is. But then we got Summon Limit to 1, Summon Limit, or sorry, banned, Summon Limit banned as well. That is a good thing, in my opinion. This card was very toxic. If the opponent seen it in their opening hand, and you just didn't have like a Cosmic Cyclone or something, you just lose. Especially in Snake Eyes, being able to turn it off so easily. This is a good one to get rid of. All right, let's get into this, the limits. Limits, we got Archnema Protoss. I don't really think this is necessarily needed to come back. I don't know why, but sure. We got Tidal Dragon Ruler of Waterfalls. This is fine to have back into the format, honestly. Not that big of a deal. Thunder Dragon Colossus. This is like a why situation again. Like, why bring this back? I don't know. I think, like, walking floodgates are stupid. So, like, if the fact that we, only a few ban lists ago Banlist Arise Heart, why are we bringing in a walking floodgate back, especially one that's super easy to make? I don't know. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Magic Spectre Unicorn Kieran, I think this is fine. I don't think this is too big of a deal to have at one, so whatever. Chicken Game, this is a weird one again. I don't know why they're bringing it back. It's just, I guess it's just not, like, it's a Mystic Mine, but not as good. Like, I don't know. It's an okay card at best, but whatever. I guess that's okay. And then add the Spell Fragrance to 1, so they're really getting rid of these floodgates. Like, they've been hitting these floodgates. Like, I've been asking for them to hit these forever. Like, honestly. So I think it's super good that these are going to be harder to get. Unfortunately, Anti-Spell should have probably just been banned alongside Summon Limit. I don't know why they put it to the Saki one of that it's going to be. And it's still going to be searchable in certain decks, like by sending it off of other things and then adding it back off of like Griffin or something like that. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a weird one, but yeah, let's get into the semi-limits. Armageddon Knight and Delicious Memory. I think these are completely fair. I don't know about Armageddon Knight. I don't know. That one's a little spooky. Like, this card becomes so good in the right format. And it makes just a lot of decks better, but I think this is okay right now. Delicious Memory, yeah, sure. Pearly has kind of phased out. Give them a little bit of power back. Maybe they'll be able to, contend a little better, but yeah. And then we got Unlimited, Destiny Hero Malicious. Malicious. This comment, stop touching this fucking card. This card has come off, like, been on the changed on the ban list so many times recently. It feels like, I feel like the last few years it's just been like either 2 or 3, 2 or 3, 2 or 3. It's just like crazy. Just keep it at one or the other already. Jeez. Harpor to 3. I think we saw this coming. Orcus wasn't really doing anything after Harpor went to 1, so that's kind of fine. Speedroid Terratop to 3. I think this is fine. This is going to give an engine to, a bigger engine to these rank 3 decks. I don't think it's going to be anything too crazy. And then my happiness is Sky Striker Mobilize Engage. If you guys don't know, I am an extremely big Sky Striker fan. I played that deck longer than any other deck, so having 3 Engage is pretty good. I actually. I think Skystriker is going to be a pretty decent rogue contender, especially once they get um, the support that that's coming. So I think it's actually going to be a pretty solid deck. Like we have 3 engage, we have 3 thrust, we have so many things to break these boards, and then we lost like a generic Baron and stuff like that that we don't have to play against. So that's kind of nice, honestly. I think this is going to be like, I don't think it's going to be like the best deck or anything, or tier 1 or tier 2. Like I think it's a good tier 3 rogue contender deck, honestly though. Like I think that we will see some tops. Like I think we'll see some stuff with it. But yeah, that's kind of the ban list. Now, what does this really change? Is like, honestly, I don't feel like it's changing a whole lot here. I don't know about you guys, but like, I don't think that this ban list does a whole lot besides like Fire King is still one of the best decks, probably the best deck until these other decks get support. Things like we kind of miss is like Calamities. I think that like Calamities being in the game, Centurion getting some support, like I think that's going to be a real contender of a deck as well. Like I think Centurion, and I think these decks are going to be able to contend a little bit better with Fire King. Now, did they get hit as much as they should have? Probably not. Like, we literally see just the Link Creeble hit to us, and then like the floodgates that we were playing, but they were also being played against us. So like, I don't know. It's just kind of going to be a weird format, guys. Like it's just a weird one. I think like obviously Fire King's insanely good still. It's insanely good still. Like we really don't miss too much here. We play Anima instead. We can fit things in. I guess like Heat Soul becomes a little bit harder to make and stuff like that. But I just overall I don't think it's that big of a deal. So yeah, guys. Anyway, please comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this is a good ban list or a ban list or a bad ban list. And yeah, so anyway, guys, we'll see you later.